trying to help mankind and the people of the USA. Yeah. Oh, John Boodle, he got a lot to say. Oh, yes, he does. 'Cause there's a good old boy down in Texas, turning Texas blue. And there's a blue dot family in the USA. All over this world.
That's good, baby.
Yeah, there's a blue dot family.
There is indeed a Blue Dot family, baby, and I am so glad y'all are here. Y'all have no idea how thankful I am for this family and watching the names go by in here. There are days when it's what I needed. It's what I need, and it's what I need today, baby, that we have a family here. And sometimes you need that in your life. Jess Coggins was the first one to jump in, followed by Dwayne Twizzle, and Bart Larson's here. Mega Wet Willie. Hey, buddy. Glad to see you in there. Let me see. Jeanette Miller's here, that smart-ass squaw. Martha, thank you for being here. Jay Clayton and Stephanie Dane, really? Beach jumping? Really? Just a little visit on every beach up and down Florida's coast there, I guess. Wow. Love to see that. And boating off and along the way. Boy, howdy shit. What a romance. I'm telling you, I love it. We all do. Anyway, thank you for being here. Jess Coggins, thank you. Michael Johnson's here. My neighbor, Tracy Tobias, is here. Thank you very much. Bart Larson, Bruce Preston, Randy Peterson. Woo, pig fishing. Well, I seen the picture, buddy. Sitting out there just chilling. I love it. I'm glad you're out there enjoying life, brother. Anyway, Ginger's Cat Chat Show is here. Thank you, Ginger Woodley, for being here. Who did I miss? I missed it. Jump by. Anyway, let me jump on down here and find out where I am. Dana Michaels here. Teresa Diggum. The Remixtress is with us. Thank you for that. And Gary Spring all the way up in California. Up in Canada. Jesus, let me get my head right. And map in my head. It's been a hell of a couple of days, baby. I won't lie to you. Politics probably being the least of the shit in my head. Because I'm worried about a whole lot of things in life. Like a lot of us are. We all have issues we have to deal with. Things that's going to really get in our way. Things that are going to play in your head. So it's nice to have family to lean on. And this is my family. And it has grown over going on 7 years now. And I can't be more thankful for it in the friendships that I've formed in this family. Because I like leaning on them sometimes. And sometimes that's what it takes. We're all worried about a lot of shit, but amongst our personal life, there's other shit that we worry about, and our nation is one of them. And, I haven't been able to speak since the State of the Union. And I put out a little video earlier trying to express my views. It took 8 tries to do that video. Travis is going to have a field day there with all the clips he can make for a funny film. It took 8 tries because my heart just wasn't in it. I'm concerned about other things, but when it comes right down to it, we have choices in this world, baby, and every generation that comes. Pardon me if I stumble around a bit. The path we take, baby, how we get to where we're going, and what I saw in the State of the Union address was a plan, a vision forward from Joe Biden, touting some of the accomplishments he made. I loved the way he chided the Republicans into hollering about the Social Security and Medicare, and getting them to stand up and cheer for it. That was great. I enjoyed every bit of it. And then I listened to Sarah Huckabee Sanders afterwards. And the contrast couldn't be any more plain. And it's what I see in our national politic, or the discord around the country, is the Republicans, they want to divide in this country. They don't want to bring this country together and move it forward. They are happy with a divide. They have something to argue about, to scream about. Evidently, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, freedom, baby, because Republicans are all about freedom. She can't define what she's talking about. Just freedom in general as they describe it. It has nothing to do with what the traditions of this country are, or the freedoms that we do hold dear. They didn't bring it to us. We brought it. Any progress this country has made has usually been at the hands of the Democrats trying to push it forward. Anyway, it was her whole demeanor during her response, talking about the difference between crazy and normal. The only crazy I see is on the Republican side. They've gone apeshit, batshit crazy with all sorts of shit. But it's our steady hand on the till, baby. We have to be the ones to steady the ship. We know we're going through rough waters. We've been through rough waters 4 years of that shit. We held the till. And we have to keep holding it forward, baby. How we get there, I have no idea. That's what this show and everybody else is talking about. Every pundit on TV talks about how we're going to get to where we want to be. But anyway, I digress and I ramble on. Mega Wet Willie came in with a $5 donation. Thank you, Mega Wet Willie, and said, Biden played the Republicans like the puppets they are. Loved how he got them on the record for Social Security. I think that was the highlight of the whole damn thing, is how he handled that. And I just couldn't be more happy with it at all. Let me get my rock up here. I got to talk to Bernadette today. I was on the phone with her, chatting with her, and me and Maestro and Bernadette had a nice talk.
It was a very nice talk,
It was
John.
a nice
Thank you
talk.
for doing that. It made my day.
I had her on the phone while I was in the car, and I ended up at Maestro's and just kept the conversation just right on going. He enjoyed that. He did too. He enjoyed that.
Cool.
And guess who called right after that?
I don't know.
His mama.
Yeah, because we was talking about her.
After the conversation we had just had, she just called in to check in on him. Anyway, Bernadette, thank you for being here, darling. How's your day going?
It's still going pretty good. Pretty good. Nice sunny day out here, which, just brings out a whole lot of cheer and does put a smile on your face.
It does.
It's a gorgeous day
It's the
out
first
here
thing to
today.
hit you every time is the weather.
Yeah.
If it's all gloomy, well, that just goes right in with your plans. If the sun's shining, though, it puts that little warmth
That's
in
right.
your heart,
So
baby.
it was a good day.
Yeah.
Dominic had a good day at school. He's getting his work done, and that's a good thing. So, yeah.
Wow. Well, great. Well, let me catch this real quick because Tina Marie Walker just came in with a $20 donation through Super Chat. Tina Marie, thank you very much, darling. I hope all is going well. Tina Marie is one of our local Blue Dots. She lives out on the island. And,
Right on.
yeah, she's a member of the Padre Island Democrat Society out there. They're always active. They're having meetings at her house. She has invited me several times. She lives on the island, and I live out in the country. And, yeah, I got to get over that. That's where them people live out there. Hobnob with them people. Anyway, Tina Marie, I'm only kidding. Baby, I'd love to come to your house anytime. But I am proud of her for the work she does out there on the island.
Right on.
Mishachik, are you with us?
I am, John.
How are you, dear?
I made it up the driveway.
There you go. Is
It's
that
always
an
a good day.
accomplishment? Is
It was today.
Is that because it's icy conditions, maybe?
We're getting slush.
Oh,
So,
Lord.
yeah.
Ain't nothing fun
But
about that shit.
rather than listening to my weather report,
Yeah,
why don't
what them
we
guys know?
Talk to that filthy mouth liberal.
I heard he's around.
Yeah.
I heard he's around somewhere.
I heard he was around too.
But he's not lighting up.
No, he ain't lighting up. Well, he's got something. Andy Pagoda, you filthy mouth liberal.
I'm
There
about
you
as lit as they get.
There he is. There he is.
That's right.
How are you doing?
I wouldn't be me if I wasn't about half lit.
Yeah, well, there you go. I'm trying to catch up, brother. I'm behind. I know.
It just made my night when I logged
I'm trying.
on over here, and Bernie was the first thing I saw. You know how.
Ah, here we go.
Yeah.
Somebody get the hose out.
I noticed you.
Old shower time.
You can't hose us down every time, John. Brennan.
Not every
That's
time, brother,
true,
but
that's true.
we just want to keep it where the embers are burning,
Yeah.
Just keep that fire stoked.
We'll be nice this time.
This
since
time.
the
Listen to him.
first time in a while that I've been here. You
Yeah.
know.
Think he come in
Oh,
here to
no.
talk to me? I don't think so. How are you
We-
doing,
we-
Bernie?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm doing good.
Good.
No, Remixtress posted what are those? She posted a little question over on YouTube, and so I questioned her. Well, what's the answer? Because I didn't know. And
What is the question?
the question. Okay, I have to. Now you're gonna make me go back. Okay, the question was. Oh, how far back was it?
Big Bird's wife.
Wasn't that far. What kind of creature has 6 toes and a balloon?
Oh.
So
I know the balloon part.
everybody else got it, but I was kind of slow. 'Cause,
I
you
ain't
know,
touching that one.
I'm just joining.
Tell me where the 6 legs come in. I know where the balloon's going.
MTG, the miniature CrossFit Sasquatch.
That's what it is.
Oh my God.
Y'all didn't see the picture of her standing out there with the balloon?
Oh,
A
I
white
didn't
balloon.
see the balloon. I didn't see that one. That's why I
Oh,
didn't get it.
that's who she is.
That funky ass clown.
But I did see
Carries
that.
a balloon
that
says it on it.
costume she had on.
I saw that meme. Somebody put, it. That the symbol,
Yeah.
that clown that's
You
in the
reminded
sewer.
Me when I saw her with that damn balloon. What in the world is wrong with this crazy girl? Oh,
Some
Guardian
people
of
have
the
reference to her
Uh-oh.
white outfit as it being the balloon.
I can guarantee you that is the whitest thing on Marjorie Taylor Greene, 'cause nothing else about her is pure. I can tell you.
Oh my God.
Somebody in
What is
chat, let me
wrong
know
with
if you
these
can hear Discord a little bit
people?
better now.
But you guys, these people have positions of power in our House of
Oh,
Non-Representatives. Yes, it is.
And that is scary as hell.
That's the scary part. And that bitch actually had the gavel the other day, driving people crazy.
Oh, man. Boy,
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, I had to turn channel on that day.
So, in a nutshell, what did y'all think of the State of the Union address? Because I've been absent. I was absent yesterday and most of the day today.
I thought the president owned those bastards.
I
to tell
think
you
he
Yes,
the
he
truth.
did.
I think when he pulled out the gotcha bitches on the Social Security thing, I died. I rolled on the floor.
Yep.
I rolled on
When
the
he
floor.
used the word, he loves the conversion. I just, that was it. That was a line. There you go. Stand up and be counted, brethren.
He had them all standing, and I was just like, "You go, Joe. Go,
And of course,
Joe."
he plays it off like, no, I'm not really that slick. It just turned out
just
that way.
turned out
And
that
you know
way.
good well, he
I didn't
hadn't
plan
planned
this.
all that
Come
stuff.
on.
He set
He
him
is
up.
that slick.
He
The
knew they
man
were going to react
grew
that
Shit,
way.
he don't want everybody to
He
know it.
grew up in these institutions. He was a very young senator in the House of Rep in the House of Representatives, and then he went over and spent a lifetime on his own in the Senate.
Yeah.
Then he was vice president, and now he's president. Oh, he got you, but bitches when he was in their house, okay? Because he knows how to do that shit. And I was glad to see Joe at his age, and I'm not trying to be ageist or anything else like that, stand up to them. Because he did.
He did. He did.
Oh, I
And
was
not only
happy
stood up
camper
to
when
It
him,
made my night.
he
It
leaned
made my
into
night.
him.
He
leaned
did.
into him. What are you going to do about it? That's the question. What are you going to do?
He did.
And they
And it
hammered
was good
around
to see
today
him.
and couldn't back up their shit. Let me thank Michael Johnson, who came in with a $2 donation and said, Marjorie Taylor Greene is from the Slapaho tribe. Fuck Trump, fuck Abbott, and fuck Odyssey always gets me.
Oh, my goodness.
FC. What's FC? We got FT as fuck Trump. FA, I'm assuming that's Abbott.
Cruz.
Fuck Cruz. There we go. It's a test
It
around
should
here
be-
every day.
It should be a FD too. Fuck DeSantis.
Fuck DeSantis.
Oh, yeah.
And guess where
Yeah,
Joe is today?
Mhm.
Right down there in your face, Florida. Let's go.
Yep.
It's another indication of what I like seeing that. He's stepping right into the belly of the beast right down there.
Absolutely.
Donnie Boy's
Go for
there.
it, Joe.
DeSantis is there. Scott Perry's
I think
down
he
there.
came up with the new slogan for his next campaign.
What's that?
Let's finish the job.
Let's finish the job. He used that term plenty. And
Yes,
I
he
liked
did.
him using it. Let's finish the job.
Yes, he did.
Because
Let's
he
finish the
is.
job.
I'm glad and one of the things that he brought up is one of the things that I truly believe in, and that was the education thing, talking about how high school, when you graduate high school, you should at least get 2 years of community college or 2 years in a specialized trade school. What's
Yep.
wrong with that? You're
Nothing.
preparing the youth of this nation to go into the workforce instead of just
Because
getting out of high school and
we're
going to Burger King.
so behind compared to the rest of
Yes.
the world
Yes.
that we have to give more than just a K through 12 education in this country.
Because our society says that you need that.
It's
Can't
needed.
survive on anything less anymore.
No, you can't go out with a high school diploma and you're going to end up at Burger King. Someplace like that. If you're lucky, get on a construction crew, you're at the bottom of the barrel. If you gave them kids 2 years in a trade school or 2 years community college, now you've prepared
What
them
a
for the
difference
workforce
to
that they're
make that-
facing.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
and I think that's a
Because-
great initiative.
Because what we've done to the kids in school in just the last few years, you know, we had the pandemic with dumb shit who didn't know how to do anything and shut the whole fucking country down. The kids in school are the ones who suffered the most during the pandemic. Of course,
And-
my grandson, he exceeded greatly because he was on the computer and that's his shit.
That's
You
his
know,
stuff. That's his world.
Yeah, that's what
You're
he
in
wanted
my
to do.
territory.
Yeah,
I'm so
exactly.
glad.
So he exceeded very well while we were out of school for those 2 years. But the rest of the kids, oh my goodness, the catch-up game is astronomical for these
Yeah,
children.
we're not
They
preparing
lost
them for the
a
future.
lot.
You
No,
know,
we're
we
not.
are not the top of the world in education. I think we fall somewhere in the 30s. Somebody could check that, Google where we stand in the world in education. We're not at the top, baby.
Yeah.
Google where we stand in the world in healthcare. We're down there about 30 something. We're not the top of the list, baby. And while the Republicans
and
scream
the
socialism,
The Republicans proved it by picking hustle bucks for, you know,
that
the
was so
response.
sad.
Her state is
Listening
just
to
about
her
at the bottom of
dumbass
every
up there
fucking
talking
thing.
about banning CRT. The minute that came out of her mouth, I just want to slap the shit out of her because CRT is not taught anywhere in any public school. Anywhere.
Slap her twice.
None. Nowhere.
Well,
But the
these are their
Republicans have made it
buzzwords. These are their buzzwords.
Yes.
These are what gets
Yeah.
their
Yes.
unions riled up. You know,
Exactly.
they agitate those two brain cells they have while they're rubbing
If
together.
they rubbed them together, they'd catch on fire, and then, boy, howdy shit,
Oh,
there you go,
Jesus.
QAnon right out the window.
Look, it's bad enough when they smoke, okay?
Yeah.
Let alone catch a blaze.
Them people shouldn't be smoking. They're already screwed up as much as they are.
Jeez.
I'm telling you. But no, he spoke about things that we need in this country, a way forward.
Yes.
And then Huckabee comes on, and boy, howdy shit. The world, it sucks. The only thing that was great was when she flew into Iraq with the president. I don't know who she was talking about.
That's the best they got.
That's the best they got. And she didn't even
That's
say
their
his
new
name.
leadership.
She didn't even say
No,
his
she
name. She
didn't.
just said the
No, she
president.
didn't.
And how,
And you know they had to burn his orange booty.
boy, howdy shit.
Did anybody catch any of the Twitter fuck committee?
No,
Oh my God.
is it getting comical? I haven't seen
it's
anything in the
been
last 2 days.
comical.
Last 2 days
I
I have seen
swear.
nothing. My head's been in places I wish it would leave, but, but no, I
Well,
haven't seen that.
That, and I was also trying to catch the oversight of Justice Department and FBI committee thing.
With Jumpin' Jim Jordan up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Jumpin' Jim.
yeah. How's that going? They haven't
Well,
produced a single proof of evidence of anything that they've made accusations of. Nothing.
The only thing
No.
that they've proved in my mind is that everybody already has their opinion and they're steadfast with it, and some of the people that testified also were very steadfast,
Yeah.
leaning towards you know who. Yeah.
I say if they want to have a conversation on weaponization of the Justice Department, let's do that. But let's start where let's go back to where it is, And that was
Well, and
Donnie.
they were
He
all
was Donnie.
over the place
Oh,
too.
man.
I mean, they were talking about Twitter this and this, that, and the
Yeah.
other thing. It's like pick one, just pick one, and that's pretty much what the Democrats were saying. Like, could we just
Yeah,
focus here,
let's
please?
focus on one. No, they want to scream about all of it as a general idea because they
It was
don't
an
have
exercise
proof of
in
anything.
futility, is what it was.
They
It
don't
really
have proof
was.
of any influence on.
Hey guys, I hate to break up such a wonderful conversation, but I'm going to dip out. I don't last as long these days as I used to, but I'm going to enjoy listening and see a couple people waiting to get in anyway. But I had to jump in and make an appearance.
Well,
Anyway.
Andy, look, brother, I hope all is going well. I know where you've been lately. How's Mama?
She's doing well. She had treatment today, and she'll feel real good tomorrow. Usually the day after chemo, she's wide open because they pump her full of steroids. But
Right.
she'll do well tomorrow, and we have a couple of little things on our list to get done. Otherwise, we're just going to sit here and take it easy.
Good.
Right on. Well, you give her our love.
Yes, give her our
Yeah.
best. And
I
make
sure
sure
will.
she's comfortable, Andy. And
And
always
it's
remember,
good to
brother,
hear your voice, Andy.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
It's
stopped
good to
by.
hear you all too, and I'll try to get by a little more often now. But take care, and I love you each and every one.
Love you back, brother. Take care of yourself.
You bet.
Good night, Andy.
Good night.
That's Andy Paguda, the filthy mouth liberal, and he uses his
Filthy
voice.
mouth.
Oh, he's something else. Let me thank Michael Johnson, who came back in with another $2 that said, "CRT, can Republicans think?" Fuck
So the answer to that
Trump
question
and
is hell no.
fuck DeSantis. I gotta get these. I suffer from
Thank-
CRS here
Thank you,
lately.
Michael. I appreciate that
Thank
one.
you
Okay.
very much, buddy. We
Mhm.
appreciate you tremendously.
Well, and we could go on and on about Twitter and the other stuff, but did you see what happened in Mississippi?
What happened?
What
in
happened in
Mississippi?
Mississippi?
Now, this would be in their state, stuff, but their let's see, the Mississippi House is a body dominated by white Republicans. They voted Tuesday to create a separate court system and police force for portions of Jackson, Mississippi, the second blackest city in the United States. Really, a separate court system. Wonder what they got planned for that, huh?
A separate court system. How does that work?
Yeah, and it has something to do with them. Usually, you vote on your court people, but they're trying to make it so that they choose them, that they appoint them rather than they. And it's like
It's-
really, but
Wait, do the black people get to choose them?
no,
No.
no.
No, of
That's-
course not. What
The
was I
white-
thinking?
Yeah.
The
What
white
were you
politicians
thinking,
do.
Bernadette?
Apparently.
There would be no
Okay.
plan then.
So, Ed Blackmon, the Democrat, stood up, or wait, well, there was two of them. Representative Solomon Osborne just stood up and said, "This is a racist bill." Period. I don't even
Good.
know why I'm down here, frankly, because it's like being at a Klan rally with people with suits on.
Good for him.
Yes, I mean, if you want to talk about freedom of speech, damn it, this is how
Are the
you
black
do it.
people gonna have to know who all these judges are? Because that's kind of like one of those old tax questions or something like that.
I don't
don't know.
know. But it's
That's
just like
pitiful.
you can't let these people get away with this shit.
No. All they got to do is get a little crack in the door, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's how
But
come they
this
want.
is what
That's how
they're
come.
doing if they own the legislatures, and this is why it's so important to vote in your
In
state
your
and
local
local
elections,
elections
yes.
Yes.
and get local representation in your area.
Because that's where
Somebody
the rubber
who's gonna
meets the road,
fight
right
for
there
you.
at your house.
And I do understand that this also has to do with all the gerrymandering that was going on. This is exactly what the Republicans want to do. It's just deny, suppress, deny. But let me tell you something, Mississippi, black folks ain't going nowhere.
No,
No.
no, no.
We ain't going nowhere.
And you can't take their shit either. Not no more, baby. It's a new day. It's a new day. You can't get away with that shit. Let me thank Keith Thompson, who came in with a $5 donation and said he wanted. Keith wanted to dedicate a song. So this song goes out to Sarah Sanders. I mean, Jesus, get my shit together. Yeah, it's funny for you. Sarah Huckabee Sanders, right out to her from Keith Thompson.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up.
I love it.
Bow, bow.
Now, why is it every time I hear that song I smile? Every time I hear it, it puts me in a good mood.
It's got some snap to it.
From Keith Thompson all the way out to Sarah Sanders. Thank you.
I second the motion.
Hello, Joe. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
And Ed, are you with us?
Do you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you all fine. Welcome.
I couldn't stand
What?
Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's a trunt.
Oh, she's ridiculous. She's terrible. She's a clown.
Disgusting,
Well,
vile,
She is a clown.
Vile. She's vile.
She's
Don't
disgusting.
forget her cousin from Colorado, Bobo, the clown.
You might as well throw George Santos in that group right now.
Oh well.
Is there any
George-
difference between George
No,
Santos
is
and Marjorie
special.
Taylor Greene?
George has a class. He's in a class of his own. Okay.
I don't know. I think he's right in the group with the rest of the liars, cheats, and thieves.
He's a sick puppy. Remember?
I can't,
All right.
I'm enjoying this little trip
I
he's
am
having.
too.
You know, every time
I
they
am
come
too.
up with something new, it's like, oh, really? Come on. But did you see him defiantly state the comments between Mitt Romney and George Santos? Oh, that was great.
Told him he should not be there.
You should not be here. You should not be here.
And he shouldn't be there.
No, he shouldn't.
I don't think he's going to be there too much
And
longer.
if there is any Republican in the House that I could say I have somewhat of respect for, it might be Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney.
Nah, dude, don't let him. fool you.
It won't. It won't. But
Don't let
he
him
stands
fool
on his moral issues at times. I guess I don't know. He's head
He
and shoulders
stands on
over
his-
George Santos.
With his magic underwear.
Yeah,
Okay?
well, as long
Nah,
as you're wearing
don't
your
let him
magic
fool you.
underwear, everything's good. You know, I'm sure he's wearing them every day, so he's faithful to his cause. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just,
George
he's
Santos,
right,
He's
and
just
he has the integrity to say it.
Well,
Me and him don't agree
give
on
him props
issues,
for
but
saying it out loud.
Yeah.
But you know, he's just saying out loud what everybody else is thinking. That's all.
Yeah.
That's right.
anyway, shit. Guess what I saw on that video? I saw Leo do a video. I haven't seen Leo do a video. Leo Sahaki,
I
Biker
did watch
Wisdom.
his video
Yeah,
today.
it was good to see him. It was good to see him out there. Out there.
That was a good video too.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Get the popcorn ready.
Yeah, it's going to be a shit show. We might as well sit back and watch it and enjoy it as much we can. Because, yeah, it is. That's all it's going to be for the next years, for sure. And then we're going to get into 24, and that's the season, baby. We're getting back into election time. Midterm. No, not midterms. What am I thinking? I'm telling you, my brain is scattered. We're going to get into the presidential election again.
Well, I'm saving my popcorn for the trial.
Which trial? Which one?
The
Specify here.
popcorn might get stale.
Yeah.
Anyone, as long as there's progress.
I
As far
want
as
progress
justice.
on the main issue that we all know is there. I want progress on Donnie. I was hoping by now we would have already heard something out of Fulton County down in Georgia. I think they have
It's been
excellent
pretty
taste.
quiet down there, hasn't it?
It's been too quiet. You know, I'm really waiting for something to happen either. Either you got something or don't.
Although,
You see or
Look
no?
look at it as
You know,
the calm
they,
before the storm.
New York is heating up. Michael Cohen went in for talks
I
with
saw that.
his 16th time.
They
He's
wanted to
talked
talk
the
to him
grand jury
again.
in New York. So,
Again.
yes.
So he's been in
I
there quite
wonder
a few
what Donnie. I wonder what Donnie did to him to piss him off so much.
Gee, I wonder what.
Yeah. Can't figure that one out.
I don't know. He's got a book out. Maybe you could read it in his book. I don't know. Oh, gee.
Last time I tried to listen to a book, it was that audio book. I still haven't made it through that thing. I gave up on it, I think, just because I got tired of hearing his voice. And besides that, I know the story. I don't really give a shit what comes out of his mouth.
Right.
I won't waste my money on any book
Yeah.
the Republican or any Republican writes.
Well, this was about him, but I just, it was Bob Woodward's audio
That
book.
that was the audio book that
Yeah.
Bob Woodward did. It's just hard to listen.
It's hard to listen to
him
because
ramble.
anytime that man talks, and I'm talking about Trump, he goes off on tangents every 5 seconds. You know, you're trying to ask him one question, he's going to talk to 10 people in the fucking room before he comes back to your question. You know, and it's like, you get tired of hearing him telling somebody to tell him how great he is. You know, it was hard to get through, and I quit probably about halfway through the book. Haven't picked it up again. I think I'd rather read than listen anyway. You know, it sticks more in my head, I think. But no, I was hoping we'd already see some kind of action. But I guess the wheels of justice continue to turn. I'm guessing. That's what they tell us.
As long as they turn.
Yeah, as long as they
As
turn.
they turn.
You know. Let's see if
You just kind of wish that they turned just a
little
little
bit
bit
faster.
faster.
Yeah, like I had to speed up time this morning. I did. I had to find out what happened. Because when I looked out on the front porch of my house this morning, it looked like a war zone. Table turned over, rocking chairs turned over, the cage where the kittens are on its side. What the hell?
They got together and escaped, huh?
Yeah, no, I wished it would have. It was not good. Went inside to get to the security camera. Rose had actually come in and had already queued it up. So when I looked over at the TV, I could see it was on pause. I said, "Oh shit!" It's showing the front porch in the dark. So I hit play, and yep, 2 raccoons about 5 o'clock this morning came up on the porch, and they usually do. They eat the cat food that's left in the bowls out there and get some water and leave. That's what their usual habit is. But last night they wanted to get into that kitten cage.
Yeah.
And it held up. They didn't get in. But I can imagine those kittens were pretty damn scared. So we got to go to plan B because I can't have that happen again. Because it was. I speeded up in fast forward motion, and man, I'm telling you, it wasn't good. Them raccoons was all over the place.
There's any way to get into things.
I don't think they were after the kittens as much as they were after the cat food that was in there. The food that was inside that cage.
Right, but they'll figure out a way to get in that cage. They're that good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
And
that
it's kinda
held last
hard-
night. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to leave them out there tonight.
Or
It's kinda hard to say
That's my
or
babies.
simply don't leave food in the cage at night.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's where I made my mistake. There was a pan of dry cat food.
Yeah,
there
you
for 'em.
can't leave. I can't
And
leave food
that's-
out at night.
that's
the
what
raccoons
I
will
think the
come
rac-
for it. Yeah.
Yep. Because we see video of them all the time. They'll come up and eat cat food right out of the bowls,
Oh, absolutely.
and them cats will be laying right there just looking at them like, "Hey,
Yeah.
how y'all doing?" You know. So
yeah,
they
they
don't
want
think
the food.
they wanted that food, but I imagine it scared those little kittens to death.
Well, you can do the fix your wagon solution.
What's that?
Well, when people used to break into my lunchbox at work, I I put X-Lax in my food, left it laying. They didn't bother my food no more.
No more, huh?
No.
You just can't get their ass out of the Skiddo can all day. They're in there.
And I knew who the culprit was.
Yeah. Hey, Bob, get out of the damn Skiddo. I
Kind
can't.
of on themselves, huh?
Hey, David, how are you doing, my friend?
Hey, John.
How are you?
Hello, everyone. Hey, John, you're my resident expert on Texas and Governor Abbott.
Oh, you're in sad shape, buddy. Go ahead.
So I have a question for you.
What?
I recently came across a video of people scooping food out of a dumpster that had been dumped during the last power emergency there in Texas.
Right.
You've seen this?
I saw a still shot of it. I did not see the video, but I saw a still shot of it with the headline. I'm going, what?
I saw the video. My question is, they dumped that food because the power outage because of possible spoilage, right? Not
Right.
guaranteed. Okay. I was curious, like I said, the motivation behind that, and again, why your governor didn't address that all since he's so confident in Texas's power grid and stuff.
He was, wasn't he?
I mean, he's bragged about
He's
it.
bragging all over the place about how strong it
problems
is.
because of solar and wind, but
Yeah.
you of course know that's nonsense. Those don't fail. Like he's saying it is. I just, I heard another Texan, fairly well known, say that Texas is a poor state. I've never thought of Texas as a poor state before. I grew up in the age when Dallas was on TV, and you had the Texas oil millionaires.
Oh,
and the
sure. We're all
miners
like that.
and
Everybody.
the riots.
We all got a stake.
Cowboys winning the, and of course, the Cowboys being the Super Bowl champs of the '90s.
Yes.
Well, sure, Tom Landry era. I grant you guys Tom Landry era. You can't really deny that, even though he was fired over the phone by Jerry Skeletor Jones.
Yeah. Jerry's the problem.
Yeah, we'll get that. That's a whole nother issue.
Yeah, that's another issue. Going to football, I'll tell you real quick, Jerry Jones, yeah, he's the problem.
Honestly, I've checked the cost of living in Texas. It's not cheap to live there.
We're about medium range, I would think.
What I don't understand is the tax system in Texas. Are you guys? There's no income tax.
There's no state income tax, no.
There's no state income tax. There's property tax, though.
Yes, out the wazoo.
Sales tax.
Yes.
Okay. This makes more sense to me. We recently sent you guys Elon Musk to live there. He's officially a Texas resident.
We appreciate the hell out of that, don't we?
Oh yeah, please keep him. Please keep him.
Did y'all see about SpaceX?
Yeah.
No, what's the news there?
SpaceX in Ukraine.
They restricted Ukraine. Well, wait a minute. Let me read you the headline because it was right here just a second ago. Let me get right back to it. Bingo. SpaceX admits blocking Ukraine troops from using satellite technology.
So Musk went through with his threat to do that.
Yeah, he did.
He had threatened a few months ago to do that, and we kind of looked at him and said, if you do that,
you're a
cutting
dick.
me off on the knees.
Well, he wanted the United States to pay for
Correct.
the service to Ukraine.
Yeah.
And pay for the startup fees, which are exorbitant to start that shit up.
Another billionaire wanting to make the U.S. taxpayers play for his
Hey,
yeah.
I think Musk could take his millions and go
Hey,
fly
you
to
think
Mars.
patriotism is cheap with them Republicans? No. You got to pay for that shit. It's like anything else in fucking Republic. It's all mouth.
So yeah, now he's restricting the military in Ukraine from using Starlink.
Starlink.
Yeah.
So they could get
So he's
information
on Putin's
live
side.
on
We
the
need to
battlefield.
identify him. We need to clearly identify him that he supports Vladimir Putin and associate his name with Vladimir Putin
Every
chance
time
we
you turn
get.
around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a dick move.
Good to know.
While the world is trying to jump in and help Ukraine defend itself, Elon Musk
would just
is
say that
thinking
he's
about a few bucks.
capitalist and he's about making that
Oh,
money.
he's about making money, baby.
He needs to make as much money as he possibly can because he's Elon.
And to openly
He
admit it,
lost over $200
Because he
billion in
bought
1 year.
Twitter.
He's
That's
not
why
a
he's
good.
Y'all,
gotta
please
make-
keep him
He's
in
not a good
Texas, okay?
capitalist. He's a bad capitalist.
Oh,
He's so-
absolutely.
You saw the Twitter hearings and the laptop hearings this morning.
I
You
did.
no, I did
listen
not.
to himself? Oh, the GOP made fools. Go ahead.
They did.
Who
I'd
the
rather use- I'd
Republicans
rather you
made
tell it.
fools
Go
of
ahead.
themselves in you're talking about the Justice Committee, right? In
Oversight,
Well,
I think.
the oversight.
They talked about it in everything this morning, so I got confused.
Everything. It's all they could
Because
talk about.
Twitter came up on everything, and I'm like, wait, what? And I think the Democrats in the oversight committee were a little confused too, because it kept going over to Twitter.
But here's the point. They could have got so much information out of Twitter. They could have got so much information in the oversight committee. But these fuckheads made it personal. Oh, you blocked my account, you blocked this, and you blocked that, and I'm just pissed about it. Nobody gives a shit, MTG, you little three-letter twit. And nobody cares about your lookalike cousin Bobo from, Colorado.
They make this personal
Jesus.
grievance thing. This
But
national
that's
committee that's
all
supposed to
they
be there
got.
for to keep big tech companies in line. Here they are out there airing their personal grievances.
Yes.
It was embarrassing. It was junior high.
That's
It
all they
was.
got. And we are paying for that. We are paying them to do that?
Ain't that
Bernadette,
sad?
I wish these
How does that make you
fiscal
feel?
conservatives could realize that. You know, we always my conservative friends always say, "Well, I'm fiscal conservative," but are you still supporting
Really?
these
But
people and vote
they
for them?
don't care, David.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Fiscal
They don't care how much
You
money
might be
they
a
waste.
fiscal conservative. Your party has turned into a whack job, right-wing nut job society. They're not interested in fiscal concerns unless it's a tax cut
Well,
for the
no.
wealthy.
Well, they don't even understand that. I mean, the very idea that they would promote this 30% sales tax for everyone,
Right.
that even got that even got into writing somewhere is just insane. I'm going, you're eventually going to wake up your dumb supporters when they realize that tax is directly on them.
On them, and that's who it would hurt. But that, again, a lot of their supporters, they don't understand politics that
They
much
don't
or
pay
world
that much.
events.
They
No,
don't
they
pay
don't.
that much
You have to
attention.
hit
It's
them
all
with a
about
brick, and they
it's
still
about
don't get it.
critical race theory.
Until- until they hear their their buzzwords. They're not paying attention.
Drag
what these
drag
fuckers
queen
are doing.
story hour. That's what the issues
Yeah.
are.
CRT,
I felt so
yeah,
sorry for the comptroller when he was up there
trans people.
and Green
and
was
kids.
questioning him. He
Who's
didn't know how to answer her. He was just baffled by what she was asking him. That grade school got $3.1 billion in Illinois. What?
What?
But he's not from Illinois, from Florida.
Well, and also that it's like no school gets $3.1 billion. That alone would make national news everywhere.
Everywhere. I did hear part of that. Again, I have to apologize. The last several days, my head has not been where it should be.
How are you feeling? You're feeling better?
I'm feeling fine. It's not me I'm worried about. I'm doing fine. It's other things in life.
I know about those things. Jeez.
Yeah, no,
I know about
my
those
wife
things.
had an appointment yesterday. It lasted a distinct amount of time.
How's Marsha doing?
I wish she was doing better.
Sorry.
I wish she was doing a lot better, but she's
Anything we
tough.
can do?
No. She's doesn't even
Moral
like me
support
bringing it
at
up in
least?
there, so
Well,
I
moral
might be
support
in
at
trouble
least.
as we speak. No, I just might, she's got some issues going on in her life, and we have to deal with it, just like a lot of people. Andy was just in here; his wife's going through chemo and stuff. This goes through our whole family, not just me. It's everybody out here.
Yeah.
So there are issues in everybody's life. Mine's no different, and we have to deal with that shit.
From Minnesota.
What's
give
up,
her
Keith?
Our support and our love and our respect.
That's what we got, baby. That's what this family gives me. That is what I need in my life. So yeah, your well wishes, your prayers, your good vibes. We'll take them all, baby. We'll take them all, and we try to give back as much as we can. But yeah, sometimes it gets rough through all of our lives. Ain't one of us traveling an easy road. Shit. I wish we were, but
Over here.
stuff you deal with. But you try to keep up with everything else that goes on in your life. It's
so
just
shocking to
it's
be
just hard to keep your ass in the news when you're not really interested in it.
It's always shocking to me, and I've experienced this really personally myself in the last couple of months, of how all of us are basically one emergency, one disaster, one
That's it.
setback
Just-
away from
Yeah.
the things falling apart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Medicare won't take me off of Medicare
I'll
Schedule A.
take-
I applied back in November to get taken off of it, and as a result, my medical insurance costs quadrupled
Boy, how to shit.
Wow.
for the premium. So
Yeah.
I can't support anything right now.
No.
I can pay rent, pay my medical.
Yeah. It's the same way. You got personal issues you're facing, financial issues you have to face.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to scratch by, and you turn on your news and watch politics. What are they doing? Anything for your ass? No, not this. Not with the Republicans in charge. These guys just
And
want
they
to.
wonder why people get angry and
Yes.
shoot things.
Yeah. Boy, howdy.
Wait now, you gotta remember, those people get in there talking their and come out with $175,000 a year guaranteed.
Well, that's-
Plus,
Doesn't even count for what they're
plus
getting
their
from-
medical paid.
Yeah, but for them that's chump change because they've made so much money doing other things.
Yeah, but they do get the best healthcare system in the world.
Yes,
And
they do.
you know, and it's not even something that they want to give to the American people, but you know, they get a hell of a lot more than we do.
Yeah, but
And
Okay.
Green complaining about how hard her job is and how it's becoming a year-round job. I just want somebody to slap her at that point.
Becoming a
shit.
year-round
hey,
job.
I got that.
Yeah, she's
There you
on
go.
this greed.
I
No,
throw her
she-
under the bus. I throw her under
I,
the bus.
I wish the people in her district would wake the fuck up and realize she's only there for the money, y'all.
That's it.
She ain't there for y'all.
Exactly.
Well, wasn't she complaining that she wasn't making enough money?
Yeah, that was one of her
Oh yeah,
complaints.
absolutely. She doesn't
That's
make
sad.
enough money.
That's sad.
And last year, let's not forget, she didn't have to do shit.
She wasn't even on
Right?
committee last
Wasn't
year.
allowed to.
No, she wasn't.
Her money
For
was
the
for
last 2
nothing.
years, she
She's
got
been getting paid for
doing
nothing.
nothing.
Similar to what
Except
George
for running
Santos
to
is getting paid
harass
for right
everybody.
now.
That's what
To
she
run
did.
her mouth. That's
Them
what she
Republicans
did.
have a way of getting paid to do nothing.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Amazing.
It's amazing. And yet,
Well,
John, they
George-
don't want to pay for your health care.
No.
Nope.
Oh, you're gonna die.
Well, wasn't there a busload of people in arguing about George Santos? They were in Washington. They're trying to let him know that he don't belong.
Oh, there was a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
His own
Oh,
constituents
I
outside
think
with
he-
signs and everything.
Well,
I
one of the
think he's
California
dangling by a
reps.
string.
Yes,
Yeah, one
well,
of the California
really
reps introduced
even-
a resolution to remove him. I think.
I believe
Yeah,
so.
well, you know, his
That ain't it.
party head, McCarthy, is not going to let this man go. He's going to let the ethics committee go ahead and kick him out because he ain't going to have no choice about that. But McCarthy don't want to give up that vote.
He's not
now.
going to give up that
Come on.
vote until he's
hell no.
forced to.
And
No.
McCarthy has no power in his party. He instructed them all to be on their best behavior before the State of the Union.
And how did
address
that
and
work?
How they
Yeah,
behave.
Yeah,
Hold
ain't
on.
nobody paying any
We're-
attention to him.
Told them to
Yes.
act normal on the committees. Look at how that's turned out in the first day that they meet. He has no power over his party.
Hey, let me
weak,
chump this in here real quick. Megawit Willie came in with a donation with $5 and said, and this is true. Thing about that federal sales tax is add that to the state and local taxes. So here in Florida, where he lives, he'd be paying 37% sales tax. Think about that. Who's it's going to affect? It's going to affect with the guy with the lowest amount in his bank account. Is what not a
Now,
rich guy.
just imagine if Biden was able to get that 15% tax on corporations passed.
Yeah.
Just imagine how much money
That would
be
generate.
in the American coffers if he could get that done.
You would think it would be a patriotic thing corporations would want to do.
But they go to
I'm
Davos
just kidding.
and they scream,
Oh, baby.
tax me, tax me, tax me.
Yeah. There is. Michael Johnson came back in with another $2 and said, Marjorie Taylor Greene is a Jerry Springer show gone bad. And fuck Trump. Yeah. There, you could write a whole comedy show with Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Bobart, throw in George Santos now. Who's that other idiot?
And let's not forget, fuck Trump.
Yeah, fuck Trump.
Mm.
The
Exactly.
king clown of them all. And that's where they stemmed from. That's where all these people, that's
where
why
they get it
DeSantis
from.
is the way he is. He's trying to out-Trump Trump. And now he's done picked him a fight with Disney. And today he got control of the district that Disney had controlled before.
Mm-hmm.
Now the state controls it. So let's see how long it takes that place to go to shit in a handbasket.
Does he know the income revenue that he'll cut off if he kills Disney?
Really?
How much money they bring into Florida
Into
every year?
Florida?
I mean,
How much they generate for the state?
Because,
Yes.
this is all over. Don't say gay. Don't say gay.
Yeah. All of it. Everything Santos has been doing is nothing but it's all about social issues. And that's where their game is. They want to divide the society. Like I keep saying, Donnie Boy is not out there trying to win an election. He's trying to raise an army. And these idiots are the ones that will join it.
And they're trying to be, fuck Trump Juniors, and who could out Trump Trump's dumbass?
Yeah. That's what Ron DeSantis is doing. But like I said, I don't think Ron is going to make it outside of Florida. He might be popular in Florida, but you get him outside of there, he's not that popular.
No, he's not a good public speaker. No. He's very thuggish. He comes across really whiny when confronted.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
Besides, he's a racist fuck.
Oh God.
You reckon?
Yes, he is.
It's he's picked a fight with the trying to prevent the African American studies in schools. CRT.
Oh, he won that. You saw the College Board went ahead and caved.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed. I don't encourage anyone to go to college in Florida.
No.
Ban in that state.
That was about money.
Oh yeah.
And the way the textbooks are done and whatnot, it's like well, okay, if we want our textbooks in there, we're going to have to do some changing real quick.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Well,
textbooks.
Go fast, no cash.
Republicans want to, ban a whole lot of books. It just takes a track of something I've seen in history before. And it's that's where the Republican Party is headed.
Oh, John, what history are you paying attention to? Because we're not trying to teach that history anymore, okay?
We're not.
Certainly not critical race theory history,
No.
not actual history.
No.
Look at all the great. Has anyone had a chance to watch the? I'm drawing a blank on its name. The project on when slavery began in America that the New York Times sponsored.
The 1619.
The 1619 project.
Thank you.
Yes, I watched that.
They're running a 4-part series on Hulu, I believe it is.
Yes.
They also have a podcast out, the 1619 project on podcast.
Yeah.
And I think it's 6 or 7
I
parts.
highly recommend anybody that has not seen that yet, the 4-part thing on Hulu, if you have Hulu, it's worth watching.
Yeah, and if you can't watch the Hulu project, go out and find the 1619 project. It's all over the place. It's being broadcast all over the place.
It puts things in perspective of how we got where we are.
Yes, and this project is not just told from one person's perspective. Hannah Jones, what's her name? Hannah Nicole Jones. Involved a whole lot of people that wrote from their own families' perspectives into this project, and these stories are told over multiple generations.
Yeah.
And it's a really good project. If you don't know, you should go out and check it out so you do know. Because
remember,
it's a good source of history. It's a good source of information.
Yeah, we became a country in 1776. A lot of history before we got there.
Do you remember the movie or the series? It was called Roots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
70s.
Yes.
Looks Haley.
That was 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually have that one on.
That was
CD.
probably the first time a lot of people got a look at Black history.
And enslavement in particular.
Yes.
Okay. I remember when that came out and how much controversy that
stirred a lot.
Stirred, and that was just Alex Haley's family story. That was just one man's family story.
We didn't even know at that point, at least it wasn't being taught at that point, about the Black Wall Street Tulsa massacre.
No,
any
that
of the
came
other massacres.
decades before.
Joss is asking a question, and I think I can answer it.
Okay.
He wanted to know what the 1870 buttons meant. The 1870 pen was sported by lawmakers, mainly the Congressional Black Caucus and other Democrats, in a push for police reform. And I think the 1870 is in reference to the year 1870 is the first on record when a free, unarmed black man was killed by police.
I believe you might be right about that.
Yeah.
I had just heard about that the other day, and I believe you might be right about that. The first sign of police, quote unquote, violence, because you have to remember that the police came out of the slave
Came out of
patrol.
slavery, slave
And
hunters.
so this 1870 would have been well after
Emancipation. Yeah.
the Emancipation Proclamation. Absolutely. So.
And look at the history since then.
153
Right up to
years later, and you're still looking for
Tyree
justice.
Nichols.
You know, come on.
Yep.
You know,
True.
we haven't changed that much. I don't know, if they can't get the George Floyd Justice of Policing Act done, then we got a problem. We got a big problem, and evidently we do, because we can't get it passed yet. That's pitiful, because we can all see the news is full of it every day. Something has to give.
Yeah, it was a Philadelphia
another
police
one I just
officer
saw.
that chased and shot Henry Truman on March 31st, 1870. He was the first unarmed black person in the United States killed by police. So your first,
No video
it's been
cameras.
going on for a long time, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay,
Been going on forever.
just saying. I'm just saying.
And that's just the ones you know of. I mean, that history has recorded. There are so many brutal acts, all through the late 1800s and right up until today, until what we saw with Tyree Nichols. It's that.
And apparently in Mississippi.
Apparently, it's alive and well everywhere. That's the danger of the whole damn system. We always keep waiting, and there are instances of good police work every day. As a matter of fact, they highlighted one on the news. Marcia even made the comment, well, they're trying to come up with good stories about cops. And it was this veteran that was on the side of the street. Evidently, he had some issues going on. He's parked out there on the side of the road crying his ass off. When the police get there, backup comes, and ends up, the officer gives the vet a hug, gets him hooked up with a phone number to seek help, and all this. The cop did the right thing. But you can't separate. You have to look at the whole issue of police. It has to come from within the police department. The change has to come from within. We can't force it. It has to be police officers themselves, police chiefs, and whatnot that are going to have to weed out officers that have a tendency to get a little carried away real quick. And they know who they are. Every cop has a record. They can look in those records and see who they are. Why do we have to wait till a big incident to find out? Because that's what happened in Tyree Nichols' place. Those officers had been charged. Had complaints about them previously. What's that?
I said one or two of them were already in trouble for other incidents.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Somebody asked about the pins that were crayons. From what I understand, that was a crayon lapel pin was meant to signal support for federal investment in child care. So
yes,
there's the answer to that one. That's
child care and whatever they call preschool stuff.
The senators and the reps were wearing crayons to support our children. Our children, without child care, women can't go back to work. We can't go back to work fully into the workforce because we need child care in order to
Somebody has to take care of the kids.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's the hard part that the Republicans, I think, never understand is that the youth of our nation, that's the future, baby. It always has been.
But John, it's not a fetus. We don't care about children.
Yeah, that's the problem. Unless it's a fetus, they don't really give a shit. Once you take that first breath, you're on your own. And that's the Republican mantra. It always has been. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Everybody can do their... it's not that easy. Not in the world we live in.
Especially if you don't have any freaking boots.
Yeah, no boots.
Okay.
Come on.
No socks, no nothing.
Well, that's just...
But it goes beyond that.
Problem, but,
It goes to the pure humanity of how we treat our citizens. Like health care.
And I will tell you again, if you don't treat them like people, then it justifies the treatment that you get. Ron DeSantis. Because when you don't think of people as people, that can justify the hatred and these policies that are meant to hurt.
Republicans look at us like we're the cows that need to be milked. We're there to provide the money that goes into the system that provides them with a wealthy lifestyle. You know.
The problem is the people who keep voting for those fools.
Well, I read about 2 abortion cases in the last couple of days. One of them is out of Texas, and one of them is out of, I think, Washington, D.C. The one out of Texas is a right-wing Trump-appointed judge who is wanting to ban the abortion pill all over, a nationwide abortion pill. Okay, now he was shopped for, and they found him up in, my sister still up there in Texas. Starts with the A. I can't remember the name of it.
Abilene?
No, Amarillo.
Amarillo.
He's out of Amarillo.
By morning.
And
yeah, I know that song.
he is willing to ban the abortion pill in all 50 states.
Well,
okay?
Good.
And they'll probably get him to do that. There is another judge up in, I believe she's in Washington. She's handling a criminal case. And the case predicated on, well, if there's no federal law for the right to an abortion, then how can these right-wing Christians who were trying to stop people from going into abortion clinics still be charged under this? They don't have a right to have an abortion, so there's no federal law. Okay, that's what they're.
But they yell freedom.
Up under the Dobbs case, there's no, right to abortion. So how can you charge me from blocking an abortion clinic?
Did y'all see that pitiful case up in Ohio?
But hold a minute. She said, y'all go back to the Constitution because of the Dobbs case and the 14th Amendment and the Dobbs that a woman doesn't have the right to privacy. The 13th Amendment says that people shouldn't be enslaved or in indentured servitude, and she's relating an abortion to being indentured servitude to the fetus. And she says, find me some evidence that a woman is not in indentured servitude if she's denied an abortion. So she's looking at a case that
I see how they're taking it.
There is a constitutional right to an abortion, because the 13th Amendment says that we can't enslave people and we can't have indentured servitude.
And by denying the woman, it's the fetus.
Right to the abortion.
It's the fetus that
indentured servitude
is the master in this situation.
Mm-hmm. So she's looking at it from a whole different perspective. That too will go straight to the Supreme Court. Both these cases are headed towards the Supreme Court, and we'll see what they do with them. But yeah.
They bring up legitimate questions. Because this case in Ohio, y'all have seen this one, where the young lady was pregnant. The fetus, the organs were outside of the fetus's body. It was not going to survive. The fetus was going to die within her womb. The question is, what does that do to the mother? It put the mother's life at risk. But Ohio still denied her an abortion.
They did the same thing. What was it, down in Louisiana with the woman that the baby had no brain?
Yes. That's what kills you about these cases is they're absolute.
But the mother is of no concern because it's just about the fetus.
And as soon as that fetus takes a breath, they don't give two shits about it. It's a fight about morality, and that's what they count on. Well, how can you just say you want to kill a baby? No, nobody's killing a baby. Nobody wants to just go out and get pregnant so they can get pregnant so they can kill a baby. Nobody does that.
Do I have a right as a woman not to have somebody else's religious doctrine shoved
I would think so.
Down every orifice in my body?
Because that's exactly what they base their whole argument on, is a religious belief, not a factual, scientific, or knowledgeable belief.
The Jewish belief doesn't believe that abortion um, believes that a woman can have an abortion, that the child is not a child until it's born.
You know, them Christians, they support Israel out the wazoo.
Oh, really?
Oh, they just love Israel. Guess where one of the easiest places to get an abortion is? In Israel.
Well,
Yeah,
sure.
that's not a big thing over there. Need one, get
Let's
one.
just go over there and get one.
Because they trust their citizens to make the right decisions in their life. That's what killed me about Sarah Huckabee Sanders' response yesterday about freedom. That's what you hear her. You heard in her response. You hear Republicans all the time. Republicans are for freedom. No, they're not. They just like the way the word sounds. It sells good. It's like the American flag and eagles flying by and the national anthem playing in the background. It's all sounding good. But unless you make it mean something, it don't mean shit. Flag don't mean nothing. You make it mean something. Eagles, they're an endangered species, baby. We're having a hard time keeping them alive. You know?
Yeah. And you know why?
Pray tell
Because of
why.
the lead from different bullet things and fishing gear.
Yeah, bullets going through their bodies too. They'd shoot one in a heartbeat. Oh, look, bird. Let me get it. No, they don't give a shit.
We're supposed.
They don't live these ideals they claim.
Somebody who stood in front of this country for years and lied her ass off every chance she got.
Who? I missed it. What?
Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Oh, yes.
You're supposed to believe
Yeah,
somebody
you're supposed to
like
believe
that.
who stood up in front of this. Yeah, you're right. In front of this nation every day and lied through her damn teeth. Knew what was going on in the background. So yeah, her whole story about the president going to Iraq. Yeah, kiss off, lady. That's
She's made her way through nepotism into the mansion of the governor's house.
Yeah, that's exactly how she got there.
Arkansas.
Her daddy.
We're just supposed to believe her now.
Yeah, she's ordained, by.
I believe she's still a fucking lying bitch. Okay, excuse me, but I do.
She's selling the same bullshit the Republicans sell. Patriotism, baby, and it's easy to sell. That's how come they have maggots out there. Because that's all they think of is, oh, I'm patriotic, I'm a Republican, I'm a conservative, I love my country. You don't think Democrats are? The difference is we fight for ourselves. We fight for the lower class out here, the citizens, the Social Security and health care and education and all that shit. You see them fighting for any of that? No. Defense budget? Oh, hell yeah, let's crank it up some more. We need some more bullets, we need more missiles, airplanes, whatever. That's what it is. It's all it is.
First thing they did, they said when that balloon came over, is shoot it down.
And look at all the hubbub we've had about that balloon. I mean, major story for days, man.
They are finding out all
these
kinds
people have
of
no
stuff
confidence.
about those balloons.
And the story comes. I love it because I knew this. It's one thing I used to tell my kids all the time. Way back in the 70s, I used to watch the U-2 take off almost every day. It was a fantastic thing to see. The thing went out of sight. By the time it reached the end of the one right, it's out of sight above you. It goes straight up like a rocket. But they had one of those old U-2s circling that balloon the whole time. And U-2 don't carry rockets. It's not an armed vehicle. It's an aircraft. It's a surveillance and
surveillance.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're not only stopping
jam any frequencies that
it's
were going
not
on
transmitting shit back to China.
And they did jam frequencies.
Yes,
while
they jammed
this
it.
thing was flying over because they already knew that it was carrying surveillance equipment.
Yeah. So the whole time it was totally under control.
Equipment.
But the Republicans want to turn it into look how Joe let this thing go all the way across the country. Really? You got no faith in our military at all, buddy? Really?
Because this is only the 5th one that's come over.
Yeah.
How many went?
But the whole idea of a balloon is something that their base can understand. Oh, look, a balloon.
Yeah, balloon. I got one of them. I'm a girl now over at the carnival.
Can't get any more complicated than a balloon.
I got my daughter one for her birthday.
About that? Hey, they didn't understand the baby Trump balloon. They didn't understand that, and I believe for a fact that shit was a spy balloon.
It was. It represented a spy anyway.
Absolutely.
I think the man did more damage to this country than we'll know in a lifetime.
Absolutely.
We have yet to learn.
We'll never know. We'll never know how much damage he created because we don't know how many.
Oh, a future
secret
generation will.
documents.
Hey,
know.
hey, all they have to do is redact the unredact the Mueller report. We'll know.
Yeah. We learn something
We
every
knew.
day.
We knew then. We knew then. Mueller just wouldn't say it.
Y'all like my beard?
Lord
Huh?
have mercy. It's getting
How's
longer,
my
huh?
beard look?
It's getting longer, John. It's back down there where it was.
Yesterday, had Marcia out to go to the doctor. Gotta stop the store because what? Why would John have to stop the store? Anybody have a quick answer?
Cat food.
I was out of cat food. Ding, 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 ding. So I had to go get cat food.
Did I win something?
And I got Marcia to go in the store with me, and believe me, that was a big thing. Anyway, Marcia's over there looking in the shampoo aisle while I went to go get cat food and a pecan pie and some cookies. Because everybody's got to eat. And cats love pecan pie. What can I say?
Yeah, cats love.
When I came back, Marcia's over there looking at this shampoo and well, she thought it was the shampoo. We ended up with the conditioner for beards, for gray beards. She said that she thinks maybe it'll turn it white. And I said, well, I don't want it to turn white. I kind of like my gray. I earned every damn bit of it. And anyway, I used the conditioner on it. She says, it's going to turn white. I hope not.
Okay.
There ain't no Santa Claus. Anyway,
Well,
it feels good.
By the
It
time
feels good.
by the time Christmas rolls around, they'll be bright white, and those
Boy, that
Christmas lights
sucker.
will light it
Y'all
right
know,
up, dude.
That sucker's getting out there. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is.
It's long. I like it. It's my safety blanket. Anyway, it has been a screwy couple of days. I'm so glad y'all are here. I'm going to try to get my shit back into my head, back into the news, and I've been, yeah.
They're screaming credits, John.
Huh? Oh,
They're screaming
yeah.
credits.
Let's go with credits. I'm telling you.
And hit
Got
that
the right
like
button?
out there, guys.
I think, let's see if I, nope, there's the address. See, I got to move that one up. While we're at it, there you go. You can send us mail at Post Office Box 260044, Corpus Christi, Texas. Zip code is 78426. Y'all send me a note. I went there today and there wasn't nothing there. Damn. Anyway.
What?
Empty mailbox?
I got it. I started this show by thanking this family for being here because we all go through times of trouble, and we're not on top of our game, and this family does. This show, Bernadette knows I called her today. Why? Why'd I call you? Just to get a little ray of sunshine out of her. I needed
Not
it.
rock.
Yes, yeah. I leaned on her a little bit. I just wanted to smile. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, it's this family has grown, and it matters a whole lot. Anyway, I'm rambling on because I'm just in that kind of mood. But we're going to get our shit together. Yeah, I just got to get my shit back in the game. It's, you know, it's hard to think about political shit when you got other shit on your head. And like I said, I tried 8 times to do that video today, and I just wasn't coming out right. And that bothers me. And
You know, it came out fine when I looked at it.
yeah, after 8 tries.
Oh.
That was video number 8.
Oops.
That was sad sitting out there. I'd get, some of them were like 2.5 minutes long, 3 minutes long, and in there, and all of a sudden, I'll just look at the camera and go, no, that didn't sound fucking right. And there you go. The minute that comes out of your mouth, you know, you got to start all over again. But yeah, it's I got things I want to say. It's just hard getting them out of my mouth sometimes. And but I have to be in the right frame of mind, and I haven't been there in a couple of days. But
I noticed that with Joe during the State of the Union, he was just rolling along so fast that he was like blah 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 blah.
yeah,
He was
I
on
get
a roll.
Joe,
He
I
was
can't
on a roll.
understand you.
Anyway, I want to thank
He
this
was-
family for being here for me. That's what I want to say. Is for letting me lean on you, and making life better. Anyway, what? All of a sudden it got quiet. Anyway, I guess we'll wrap it up for the evening. I want to thank everybody for coming in and visiting with us tonight, being a part of this family, being concerned about each other and every time we come into this chat, we see that. How you doing? Everybody's asking each other how they're doing, and it just that's what makes a cohesive family. I'm rambling again. Anyway, let's go through the list here. Ed, are you still with me, Ed?
Yes, John.
All right, brother.
Yes.
Thank you for coming by.
You hear me, John?
Yes, I can hear you.
John,
There he
who are you
is.
going for this Sunday? Who are you going for this Sunday? Eagles or the Chiefs?
Who am I going for? All right, I'm going to piss some people off.
The Cowboys.
I'm rooting for the Cowboys. We're going to sneak on the field. No, I picked the Eagles this time. I'm rooting for Philadelphia.
And John,
Yeah.
can you throw Marjorie Taylor Greene under the bus for us?
I would definitely throw Marjorie. I would have her stand right there. Oh, look at there. Accident happens all the time. Yeah, stand her up and do it again.
Hey, John, have a great weekend.
I love it. Thank you. You too, brother. I appreciate it. And Keith, thank you, brother, for coming in.
Yo,
I appreciate it.
enjoy the family. Get rid of Ted Cruz, would you please?
I'm trying, brother.
Yes.
We're coming up in 24. We're going to try it again.
It would be
Yes.
our pleasure.
Anybody
can
else
slap
hear,
him.
hear wild parrot calls? I do.
And
And
I'll be driving the bus.
I wouldn't mind driving that bus myself. Anyway, Joe, thank you for coming by, brother.
No problem. I almost went by your house.
Oh, yeah? What's
yeah,
up?
Right after I went to that taco place we went to.
Oh, shut up. What taco place?
You know.
Guadalajara?
La Guadalajara.
Yeah, that's the only place. The best place to go.
I was there this afternoon.
Let me see. I sent my son there, but it wasn't until about 1 o'clock. He made a run.
Oh.
Got tacos.
I was a little.
Because that's where you go to get tacos.
That's right.
That's where you go.
But I go there because Mama was asleep. So
It doesn't matter if you're talking about breakfast tacos or dinner tacos. Either way, it's a good
Yeah,
place to go.
yes, sir.
All right,
Next to
brother.
Mama.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, yeah, you're out. Anyway, you already got a good cook at home.
Yes,
Anyway,
sir.
Joe, take care of yourself, brother. Thank you for coming in.
No problem.
Let me see.
We'll catch you later. Give me a
And
call.
I will, brother. I will. And David,
Yes, sir.
thank you, brother, for coming in.
Thank you. Sorry I got interrupted by that call in the middle.
Hey, not a problem.
I'll be around as I can and check in as I can and get my support back up.
Anytime you come in, we appreciate it.
You hang in there.
Conversation is always
your
enjoyable.
voice, okay? So don't
Yeah.
be shy.
Don't be shy. Jump your ass in here. We need it. Anyway, David, thank you. And Mr. Chick,
Yeah, John.
thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you so much. You're right on top of that, looking up stuff. I
Well,
can't
you
do
should
that.
have seen the notes that I wrote today, but it was like I was digging the pencil in the paper so hard.
Yeah, I've been there. I have
couldn't
been there.
read it.
Then I write something, I look down at the paper and wrote, what the hell was I saying? What was I trying to say here?
Exactly.
I try to get little notes in between sentences, like, I had an afterthought. You try to slide a little note in there, and then when you go back to look
over
at
on
it,
the
you're trying to
side,
say, what
going
the
up
hell
around
was
the edge.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better if I just try to keep it in my head. It's
Yeah.
where if I look at a piece of paper when I'm trying to do something, it ruins my train of thought. So I put it in my head and try to leave it there. Anyway, Miss Chick, thank you so much.
You're welcome, John.
And Bernadette, what can I say,
Yes,
baby?
sir.
Thank you very much for being on the show this evening, and thank you for answering the phone this afternoon.
Oh, no problem. It was my pleasure.
I
We had a
needed both.
smiling good time.
We did.
Hey, tomorrow's Beer Bud Friday.
It
Get
is.
that beer on ice and get that pipe all ready.
Get it ready, get the
you know,
bud ready to go in the bowl. It's
The
going to be a good
Republicans
weekend.
aren't finished yet. I'm sure it'll be another shit show.
I get that. Indeed. We will put something out there tomorrow because it is Beer and Bud Friday.
Absolutely.
Got to keep that
Like,
tradition
share,
going.
follow, and subscribe, people.
Thank you for
That's right.
that. Yeah. And hit that like button right down there. Share all that shit's right down there at the bottom of the
Yep.
screen. See, I
Yep,
don't learn
with
how
the
to use
kitty
that.
food.
It's just right down there. Anyway, I love y'all for being here. Thank you, this Blue Dot family, for being exactly what you are, a family. Anyway,
Oh, and I would like to say
What?
thanks to Andy for dropping
Oh,
in. 'Cause
yes.
I missed you, boo.
Oh, yeah.
Andy Pagoda, filthy mouth liberal, please take care of yourself and come back, brother. We miss
Good
you.
to hear from him.
Good to hear
Yep.
from him. Yeah. And other than that, baby, try to put a smile on your face. Get through tomorrow, baby. That's all we got to do. One day at a time, sweet. Anyway,
Jesus.
love y'all. Y'all say goodnight.
Night,
Good
everybody.
night.
Good night,
night.
everybody. Y'all take care. Oh, I'm fixing to hit the wrong button.